What's up guys, welcome to my playthrough of the blob that ate everything for Arkham Horror. So, the story for this scenario is really simple. Outside Blackwater, a meteorite hits a local farmer and radiation overflows and ooze infects the whole town. We're called in along with military aid to get rid of the ooze infestation, defeat the anomaly, which is the subject at 8L08. I'm using the Schizo tool, a basic sort of generic solo deck using very aggressive cards because I'm going to be a lot of fighting in this scenario. So let's get to it. The agenda reads: you were in the town of Blackwater when the impact event occurred. For several days you investigated the matter until the anomaly emerged and all hell broke loose. Fleeing is no longer an option, as the quarantine still holds and is strictly enforced. The only way you're getting out of here is alive is if you can find a way to kill the anomaly. Such a thing is possible. So it says here each location is connected to its location adjacent to it. So that means we can move up, down, left, right as long as the location is adjacent. There's a lot of locations here. Let's just draw 5 cards and crack on with the game. So the first thing you want to do is gain clues. You only need 2 to advance the act card. But when we do, as it says there, if you can see that, it says prepared for a fight. So we're going to need to get some weapons down first and be ready. So I can use a flashlight, I suppose, to get some clues easy. So we're going to use a flashlight. I'm going to play that. I use resource tokens to indicate the supplies on it. We start here at temporary HQ. There's no clues on that card yet. We can use countermeasure though. So we get 1 countermeasure on this card so far. We're going to save that because it's pretty handy to get. So we're going to move, after playing that, to the crater. It's an oozified location. So I can spend 1 countermeasure here to deal 3 damage to subject 8L08 or a manifold enemy at any location, which is pretty handy. At the end of the round, each investigator here takes 1 damage. But I don't mind that, so we're going to move there. And then we are going to... We're going to, seeing as though the threshold's 1 if we need to use a flashlight, so we're just going to investigate. We drew a -1, which is okay. So we've already got 1 clue, so I should put a clue there. 1 clue, and that's the end of the round. So, round's over. No enemies. So, refresh, we draw a new card. So we have Liquid Courage. Could do with a weapon, but that's not too bad. Gain a resource, put a Doom token on the agenda card, and then we're going to reveal top card of the encounter deck. So we have Devouring Ooze. Test 4. For if you fail, choose an ally asset you control, and it devours the asset. If you cannot, take 2 damage. So testing 4, my stat is originally at 4, so we're going to use minor dexterity to add 1 to the test. If it's successful, you have to draw a card. It's 0, that's pretty good. So we've done that. We didn't have to take any damage or devour an asset, and we draw a card. We've got the same card again, which is great. Okay, so on to the next phase, another clue. Like I said, we do have a weapon, but it's not too bad. So I should have taken 1 damage because I was there, so we've lost the damage because of the location we're at. So I'm going to investigate again. Oh, I got that symbol, which means that I have to -3. After skill test end, subject 8L08 devours each card that was committed to the test. So 3 of that is, yeah, I failed, but there's no card committed, so I'm okay. I'm going to use a flashlight just in case. Just in case I get the clue. Oh, is that -1? That's okay. So we've got enough clues to advance. We'll have to advance to start the round. So I'm going to use my next action to move along to the next quarantine zone. Flip it over. So we have the sewer. We can test 1 and succeed. Move to location to X away from the sewers. So we can use this location to move quite a far distance, which is okay, but it's not that great so far. We're not taking damage at least. That's the end of the round. So draw a card. Dynamite Blast might be handy actually. Again, a resource. And on the agenda. Sorry, agenda's there. And we draw this. Alien Food Chain. Revelation, if there are no manifold enemies in play, it gains Surge, so this is good, so we get Surge, and we have a treachery, it's got me. So put this got me into play into your threat area. At the end of the round, place 1 resource and it's got me. Then if there's 6 or more resources, subject to 8 devours you. If I'm at the research site, I can spend a countermeasure and discard, it's got me. So this is going to be pretty annoying. So I've got this card in the way. So yeah, it's the research site, which is just down there, and get rid of that card. Okay, so that's going to be a number 1 objective. So we're going to move 1, 2. Research site. Spend 2 clues, get a countermeasure. Spend a countermeasure, place 2 clues on research site, which is a pretty handy little location. We can go there. Spend a countermeasure off the scenario card to get rid of it's got me. So we've done 3 actions. That's that done. So we draw a card. We've got a pistol, which is good. Gain a resource. That goes on there. And encounter card. Devouring ooze again. So let's see. Test 4. We'll play dexterity again because we can't do much else, just in case. And it's the skull icon. Skull icon means -1 for every card. Oh, for every 5 cards devoured. Doesn't devour any cards. So we're okay. Okay, that's fine. Successful, so we draw a card. Leo Di Luca. So that's pretty handy. Okay, so now I could instantly advance to the next act, but I kind of want to play my pistol first. It's gone the fully automatic. So we're going to play this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Get the pistol down. I use ammo counters. 1, 2, 3, 4. No other assets I can really play. Liquid courage, maybe. I just save that, I think. That's 1. Again, draw a card. Machete. And I'm going to. I can't play machete, so I've already got 2 things. So we're just going to gain a resource and end the round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 cards is enough. Got guts is pretty good. Gain a resource. Put a token on there. That's 4 out of 6. And this is reality acid. So subject ATAL-08 devours an aspect of reality. Reveal 2 random tokens from the chaos bag and consult page 19 to determine what is devoured. So 2 random tokens. We have a 0 and the green symbol. So we get the instruction booklet and we look. So we have. So we need 0, which is there, and the green symbol. So according to this, it devours my group's food and drinks. It cannot be consumed until your group has dealt at least 3 damage to. So I can't eat any food or drink anything until I've done 3 damage to subject ATAL-08. Well, that's good because my dinner ruined. Great. Pesky ATAL-08 stealing my food. Okay, so started the round. So we're going to spend 2 clues, and we're going to advance the act. So the act reads: for the first time you've seen anomaly's true heart. It lies beneath the surface of the ooze, pulsing with unseen power and guiding its myriad forms of alien hunger. You suspect this organ, whatever it may be, holds a secret to destroy the anomaly once and for all. After hours of investigating, you believe what you have pinpointed to be the creature's heart. Due to the way it shifts throughout the surface of all-encompassing body, you don't want to stay along with the location very long, and you have to track it down again. So choose any ooze-found location and spawn a vulnerable heart there. So we aren't at an ooze-found location so far, so we're going to spawn it next to our location. It goes there. And we're on to the next act. So basically have 1 round now to damage the heart. It does 2 damage per 1 we do on the heart to the subject ATAL-08, and we can spend a clue and get +2 for the attack. At the end of the round, must advance. Okay, so I'm going to play. I'm going to gain a resource, and then play Dynamite Blast. To choose the location, look at the location, deal 3 damage to each enemy. So I'm going to do 3 damage straight off to to vulnerable heart. So 3 on that means I put 6 on the anomaly, which is pretty cool. And for the last action, I'm just going to gain a resource because I don't want to move there because it's going to attack me in the round, and that's that done. So we're going to put that there. The enemy phase, it has retaliate, it's massive, it doesn't have hunter, doesn't do anything else, it isn't engaging me directly, so we're okay. So end of the round, draw a card, gain this. At the end of the round, advance. So, minutes after the exposure, the pulsating heart retreats back to inside the creature's vast body. You'll have to wait till it emerges or to harm it once more. So, we damage the vulnerable heart, so it goes away. So basically, we get to damage the heart briefly, it goes away, and then we try again. So that's that gone. So if X at least 1, because it's done more than 1 damage, all around you the anomaly rolls back for a moment, then it erupts into the sky in a massive geyser of anger and hate. You duck for cover as gobs of ooze slam to the ground all over the city, splitting into even more sentient masses. Shuffle the encounter's card pile into the encounter deck, and its card costs top until the manifold enemies of total X health have been discarded. So we need to discard cards. It's basically damage due to the blob anomaly. It releases enemies being let out into the area. So let's go back into there. We shuffle up. So we did 3 damage, so we need to get at least 3 power of the enemies. So discard cards to find one. It's 2 by mistake. Oh, come on. Where are they? Come on. Well, that'll do. Grasping Ooze. Spawns a nearest oozified location. Let's just put it there. It has Hunters, so that's going to be pretty irritating. So that goes there. Each ooze enemy loses the retaliate keyword and gains retaliate and loses the blob keyword, so we can't actually damage the anomaly of this card. So on our turn, we are going to not fight that for 1. I could run from it. I could easily avoid it. But I need to gain some clues for the next round. So I'm going to run over to here and reveal the location. Slimy Streets. When you discover a number of clues, reveal that many chaos tokens from the chaos bag. For each skull or fail symbol, take 1 damage or horror. So that's 2 clues on there. So moved, we're going to investigate with this. This is gone. Oh, we've got the sign symbol, so that means we get to +2 against 2 resources, which is good. Getting a clue, which is what we need. We're going to investigate again using Leah DeLuca as help, and we got a 0, which is good. Clue's mine. Mood, investigate twice. Yep, that's how I'll go over. So enemy phase, it moves to chasers. We draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're okay. Getting a resource. That goes on there. That's on 5. And this is an oozling enemy. It's a monster ooze manifold. Spawn an empty oozified location. Let's put it far away for a second. Get out of the way for us. The round's over. So this advances. So we have, throughout the struggles, the alien presence has watched your progress of curiosity. Now they ascend from orbit under to hatch their plot. So the Mego drones come into the game now. So we get the Mego drones, which are over here, which are the little sort of insectoid enemies. 1, 2, and 3. These get shuffled in. Encounter deck. We also get to place 1 clue on each oozified location to maximum its clue value. So that's there. That's there. That's there. The investigator chooses a random side story card and draws it, resolving its side part a trait, and then basically reset. So we set back down there and we draw a story card. Now we'll draw the first one, Rescue the Chemist. So when the anomaly emerged, the first thing the researcher did was try to find a way to dissolve the ooze composing of his body. One of the chemists was on the verge of breakthrough, but she's recently just disappeared. She was lastly attempting to collect samples in the dangerous section of the quarantine zone. If you can reach her, perhaps you can assist her. So we need to find a chemist to help fight the ooze. So spawn set aside Mego Abductor at the fungus mold. Mego Abductor is there. Fungus mold is down here. Put a set aside chemist into play at a location farthest from investigators. Well, farthest from me is probably over here. So when we control the chemist will save, flip the card. If you're defeated, the formula is not completed, you flip the card over. So we need to save the chemist. There's another little information you can do, a little objective you can do. But I might just go for a fight. So what I'm going to do is, I need 1 more clue, I think. That should have been there. I need 1 more clue. So what I'm going to do is, let's see. No, let's say the chemist. So we're going to move. We are going to go 1, 2, and 3. That was revealed. So we revealed the water tower and the church. Get a clue and a clue. That's how I go over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have to discard a card. Let's get rid of liquid courage. Grasping ooze moves to here. The abductor has otherwise it's not a location in the chemist, so it moves one space towards the chemist's location, so it's trying to chase it. We've got to stop him. I draw a card, I gain a resource. The threshold has been reached on the first agenda. So the agenda flips onto the next side. From the centre of the crater, a ley line of glowing ooze winds way underground. Cracks appear in the ground throughout the town, like tendrils reaching out to stake their claim on Blackwater. It is as though the creature is rooting itself into the earth as it grows. Will the world ever truly rid of it? So choose 2 ooze-fed locations other than the crater. Without a couple of vulnerable hearts. Subject 8 to LO8 devours those locations, along with non-ooze cards locations. Ooze enemies set discarded. So basically, the anomaly is going to devour 2 locations. So not only can devour reality and cards, it devours locations. So we're going to devour this first because it gets to this enemy. It's discarded. Just put it there. Get rid of the slimy streets. Get that gone. And we'll also get rid of this because that'll delete enemy. Now I've got rid of enemies, which is good, I suppose, but at the same time I'm losing locations, and locations I'm going to be in big trouble. So the anomaly swells. The creature from inside the meteorite continues to digest Blackwater whole. By day 2, nearly all the town's covered in violet green slime. Acid slowly eats away the buildings, the streets, even the dirt will ever cease. So we've got to crack on a bit faster now. So we're going to move to the chemist location, flip it over. It's the bridge. So how do we get the chemist? Parlay, that'll 3 succeed, place 1 resource. The chemist tends to have 1 resource, take control of it, so this will be hard to get by more players. So we are going to use that stat. Let's see if we've got any our test. Yeah, we're going to use elusive, and we're going to use flashlight. -1, that's fine. So we gain control of the chemist. Take control of that, that's our asset. And on this, got the chemist, so flip the card over. The chemist thanks you for aiding her and hands you the concoction her team has been working on. And the universal solvents can dissolve almost anything. So set aside a universal solvent story asset into play under your control. Move chemist from the game, add Mego Doctor to this card to vector display, and deal 3 damage to any ooze enemy in play. So move from the game, the Doctor's removed, he's gone. 3 damage to ooze enemy, that's not in the game. But I get the universal solvent item, which let's have a look at this. So what have we got? Okay, so it's an asset, 4 supplies. Spend a supply, test 1. If you succeed, discard the obstacle treachery location, which is okay. Spend another supply, choose a non-elite enemy at your location, and test X, where X is 1 more enemy's remaining health. If you succeed, the enemy is defeated, so that's such opportunity, so that's a pretty handy little asset to have. Okay. And then we're going to, while we're there, we're also going to risk getting a clue because I really need to get one. We're going to let's play on the lamp just for an extra bonus point. It's +1, that's good. So we gained a clue. We're also going to play the machete asset just in case to fight the anomaly again. We've got spaced out in our hand, so we've got our machete, which is good. And we're just going to draw a card and wait for the fight. So draw a card, get an asset, no enemies. That goes on there. Encounter card is a cubic ooze. So revelation. Immediately attempt to evade cubic ooze without an action. If you fail, spawn cubic ooze engaged with you and it attacks you. If you succeed, spawn cubic ooze at your location exhausted and unengaged. So I've got to do an evade test. But it attacks if I don't, so I'm going to play that. I'm going to play that to help out. It's a 0. Great. So he spawns there, exhausted. So we're going to start the round. We're going to spend 2 clues. Ready for the fight. So we advance, and the vulnerable heart is back into the game. We're going to go straight for a fight. We're going to mob it right next to us, so we're going to fight it head on. We need to do, so we're on 6 so far, so we need to do 9 damage to defeat the enemy. It's going to be a lot. So we're going to use our machete, +1 for the attack. It deals damage anyway, so we're down to damage. That's 1 on there and 2 on there. So 3. Oh, skull is for every 5 cards devoured, only devoured 4 so far, so that's not too bad. So we do another damage to it. That's another 2 on there. That's a 3. Use a 45. Spend ammo. So it's got a test strength of 2 now. Should be okay with this. We're going to use Vicious Blow anyway. Extra help and a nice 0. So 1 from the attack, 1 from the automatic, 1 from Vicious Blow. That's 3 damage in total, which puts 6 on this. Have I got 6? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. And we have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. And that's it. It's defeated. So we've done it. And there's some information there, some blacklist information. I'm not going to show you that because it's a bit secret. And that's it. We've done the set. Got pretty lucky in the chaos bag. It was pretty fun. As you can see, the valve mechanic is part funny and part dangerous because you can lose funny things like your ability to speak and eat food and drink. So multiplayer, it's going to be a really fun game. Not so much on solo, but it's still fun to play solo because the objective is quite simple. It's quite easy. It's a great set for sort of newer players. The valve mechanic's fun. It's quite simple, just to defeat the enemy, wait for the heart to be exposed and defeat it. Any questions about the game, anything else you want to see, let me know in the comments. And that's it for today's video. Leave me a like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.